Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we finally have that much anticipated Direct coming, and will Assassin's Creed Mirage be for adults only? We have those topics and more to cover, but before we get started, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell, and we can keep you up to date with gaming news. Now let's get started. First, we have the announcement from Nintendo of America. Tune in at 7 a.m. Pacific, which is 10 a.m. Eastern, tomorrow, 9/13, which is today, for a Nintendo Direct live stream featuring roughly 40 minutes of information mostly focused on Nintendo Switch games launching this winter. Now, we had some speculation that this could have been delayed because of the death of Queen Elizabeth II, but it looks like they're just making adjustments. So over on the UK Twitter account, it says, as a mark of respect during this period of national mourning, we will not live stream tomorrow's Nintendo Direct. It will be published as a video on demand tomorrow on our YouTube channel at 1600 UK time tomorrow, which is again today. And this posting time is an hour after the live stream would start. So I do have a feeling we'll probably have a lot of people in the UK watching the US one, except for there may be some differences, so they may want to kind of check both of them out. Now, since the Direct said it's supposed to focus on games launching this winter, I don't expect we'll see Breath of the Wild 2 or sequel to Breath of the Wild. But we have had several reliable people in the industry saying that this Direct will have some information regarding Twilight Princess and Wind Waker possibly being in a twin pack, and then most likely we'll see Metroid Prime finally get announced for the Switch. And just looking at some other information that's leaked out ahead of time, we did have Skyrim Anniversary Edition get rated for the Switch, so that might get announced there. And we also had the leak coming from the Snitch on Twitter, who's been spot on everything, saying that It Takes Two will be coming to the Switch as well. I do find it a little bit interesting that the Direct is airing at 10 a.m. Eastern, which is really early and not typical. And we also had the announcement of the Direct only take place 24 hours beforehand. So I'm not sure why those decisions were made, but I'll definitely be checking out the Direct tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to seeing what gets announced. And of course, as soon as I get my video done and uploaded, Sony announces this. State of Play returns tomorrow, September 13th, which is now today. Watch live to see new reveals and updates for PS5, PS4, and PlayStation VR 2. And this will be in the evening, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. Which makes me wonder, could that be the reason why Nintendo moved theirs into earlier in the day? I guess we'll never know. Next, we've had the announcement of Assassin's Creed Mirage come out over the weekend, and there's a bit of odd information on the game's listing on the Xbox Store. We have this headline here from Games Radar: Assassin's Creed Mirage will not have real gambling or loot boxes, says Ubisoft. Now, this all stemmed from an adult-only rating that showed up on the Xbox listing. And you can see the listing here where it says intense violence, blood, gore, sexual themes, partial nudity, and real gambling. But Ubisoft released a statement and kind of cleared this up. It says, following the announcement of Assassin's Creed Mirage during Ubisoft Forward, some store pages mistakenly displayed the game for pre-order with an adult-only ESRB rating. While Assassin's Creed Mirage is still pending rating, Ubisoft wants to reassure players that no real gambling or loot boxes are present in the game. And when I was seeing the news of this rating going around over the weekend, I kind of wanted to hold off to see if we got more information. It seemed really odd to me that the game would already have an ESRB rating when it's not even got a release date yet. So I hope this clears up everything, and I expect that adults only rating to be pulled down probably by the time you see this video. And finally, we have this announcement from Square Enix that they're jumping headfirst into blockchain. We have the headline here from Nintendo Life: Square Enix is now part of a blockchain. Now, if you remember when Square Enix sold off a large number of their Western studios to Embracer Group, at the time the company stated that The transaction enables the launch of new businesses by moving forward with investments in fields including blockchain, AI, and the cloud. Now the article here says the Final Fantasy developer will become a validating node on Oasis' upcoming blockchain. What this means is that Square will be responsible for maintaining records of blocks on the platform. It stores a copy of the blockchain and keeps the system secure. Square Enix is just one of 21 other companies joining Oasis, with both Sega and Ubisoft validating the service. So while all of their announcements avoided using the term NFT, this is pretty much NFT. You can even look through their white paper, and they've got this diagram showing you how their NFTs can interact with NFTs from other blockchains. So Square Enix is continuing to pursue NFTs, and I guess we're just going to have to see how that works out 5 to 10 years from now. And that's all we have for today. Did anything we cover catch your attention? So what are you looking to see at that Nintendo Direct that'll be live just a couple hours after this video goes up? And do you think NFTs are here to stay, or do you think this is a fad that'll eventually burn its way out? Drop a comment about those topics or anything else we covered today. I want to thank you for watching, and be good.